everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to Sevtech Aegis. Hanging out over here in the smeltery at night, and I'm not afraid of the mobs, because we are safe. Yes, we are. So I'm over here casting a few things. I've got myself some golden ingots. I've got some glass panes, because I want to... Oh, and I went to the beneath and got myself some aquamarine. Because we're trying to do stuff with this, the Astral Tome. I think that's how you say that, right? Now, I got sick and tired of looking for books. I've been running around all over the place trying to find my books for everything, and they're in all these different places, so I did this. Now, I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's just an oak bookcase, but it's from Bibliocraft, so I'm going to show you this. Let's back up here. Bookcase. Real simple to make, right? Just some planks and some half slabs. But watch this. All the books fit in there, which is really awesome. So as I use my different books and I'm done with them, I'll put them back right here. And we know that Mr. Smarty Pants right here, he's got all his books next to him. So we can learn from him and he can learn from us. I don't think he'll ever learn from us, but whatever. So I was looking here in the Astral Tome and let's see. Attunement, I think, is where it was at. We'll zoom in here. We were looking at doing focused starlight and a crystal lens. I think it was what it was. Now, I clicked on here, and it gives you just like this very basic, if you want to pause the screen and read that, it's just this very basic introductory idea to what that is. But that's it. Block of transmutation. Maybe iron ore is not the only block that reacts to those focused rays of starlight. It can make more sense to try some other things as well. So that's like a hint telling us we can transmutate all kinds of blocks. Let's see here, a linking tool. Don't know what that is yet. Crystal lens. Okay, here's what I was looking for. I was trying to find something that was not only going to show me a recipe, but kind of give a hint or explain. Starlight required. Not much. Okay. Bending starlight simply from a source to a location might not be enough. The source might be at an unfitting place, or the destination for the starlight is just too far away. A brilliant yet seemingly obvious idea comes to mind. Redirecting and refocusing starlight via a network of lenses might provide enough reach to direct it wherever needed. Constantly shifting the light into different directions over long distances takes its toll. The further the light travels, the weaker it will get. Additionally, since the crystal used to construct a lens that is capable of redirecting this volatile light makes up most of the lens, the properties it had will affect the transmission rate significantly. The crystal used to construct. Okay, so I guess what it's saying is the better the crystal I use, the better this thing will direct light. Oh, hello, Piggy. Just keep reading, right? A very impure crystal will most likely block starlight passing through by inclusion of dust and other materials it has. Also, the bigger the crystal used to craft, the more lenses that can be crafted at once. Oh, okay. Bound by its physicality, a lens might accept starlight from multiple directions. However, it's only able to direct the light into one direction. So wherever the outgoing starlight is bent towards, the lens will rotate to direct it there. To make the starlight pass through without a problem, the lens has to have a clear line of sight to its destination. I don't know if A would need to be there because it has to have clear line of sight. I guess that could work. I bet that's debatable. I bet those out there who know about words and stuff are going to be debating that one. But here's the thing. Here's what I don't quite understand. So when I look up... Nope. Star metal ingots. The ore. Star metal ore. Starlight transmutation. It brings up this. A prism lens and a lens. Now I don't know what the difference between the two is. If I click over here, it gives me this. But this is saying that you can transmutate. But when I read about it, it looks like a lens does nothing more than collect like if you've seen an earlier episode, you'll see that I used a a tool. I can't remember what it was called. A phosic resonator. That's what it was called. And when you hold it at night, you'll see like this blue dust stuff appear on the ground. That tells you that's an area that's got strong starlight. And what it looks like this this device does is it's going to gather that starlight, and then you can direct it towards a table and increase starlight on that table to do things. But for some reason right here, it's telling me I can use transmutation to transmute stuff. So I'm not... It's like I feel like I'm missing something in this, but I don't know what I'm missing. Star metal, a celestial gateway. See, that's what we're trying to get to, so that we can go back and forth over to our nether portal super easy. An alignment charge. A linking tool? Recalling the slightly pulling effects aquamarines have on liquid starlight. Having multiple of these condensed into one crystal might provide enough to direct and focus the raw rays of starlight in a more organized manner. Fusing them together with a rock crystal might prove a bit tedious without sufficient starlight. Luckily, the new upgraded altar might help a bit on that end. That doesn't tell me anything. However, holding the created crystal with bare hands may risk clouding the crystal and therefore diminish the ability to manipulate starlight. As such, the most practical form of a linking tool takes the shape of a wand. A linking tool? Wait a minute. Let's back up. Okay, so what I think this is, when we build these things, we have to link them with a tool. Now let me click on this. Okay, so that actually plays into a viewer comment. So that's making a whole lot more sense now. So SWE Goldminer says you don't need the lens, just one of the collector crystals, an attuned crystal. Then link it with an Astral sorcery linking tool. So an attuned crystal. Now here's the only thing. Here's what I'm a little bit concerned about. In this mod pack, we are using mods like Astral sorcery or immersive engineering, stuff like that. Other things that are their own standalone mod packs, Tinker's Construct, etc. The problem is that the person who made this mod pack tweaked the other mod packs so that they don't function like they normally would. Like normally, if you can find the materials, you can just go with it. You can build it. You can make it happen. But in Sevtech Ages, recipes have been altered so that you must do one step of something before you can do another, which gives it a much more linear feel. Like, see, you know, some of the stuff we couldn't, like I could not build nether brick until I built all of these different components and found stuff. It forces you to work in a step-by-step process. Whereas normally in just regular modded Minecraft, I could go to the nether, get some nether brick or nether rack. I could throw it in a cooking device and cook it straight into nether brick. So they've altered that in that respect. So what I'm thinking is that it's possible, trying to do this stuff, it's possible that you might be suggesting how to do something as if I was just playing Astral Sorcery. But I'm not. I'm playing Sevtech. So I don't know if that is going to affect how things work or not. So now that I've gathered up some of these materials, I don't know if I'm actually doing the right thing or not. Let's back up one age and see if there's something we missed in here. So I needed to get sea lanterns. We didn't do that. An extended crafting, craft the basic crafting table for more complex recipes, and then advanced mapping. So these two things that we could do here that we didn't do. Now, the extended crafting table starts to come into play right here. We can get to flight. And I think the gold, okay, craft the advanced craft. So let's check this. I know we're kind of rabbit trailing here, but we got to do this to kind of, sometimes we get very focused, like I know exactly what we need to do. And then sometimes once we've completed a task, there's a few tasks ahead of us and we have to decide with a little research, what exactly should we focus on next? So see, to build this, I have to build two of these. So to get flight, we're going to have to make 2 of those tables. To make those, we're going to have to make these different things. Basic components, a basic catalyst. So basic components must be made. Stardust must be made. Or luminescence, which is made from stardust. So I think that's why I keep coming back to star metal ingots have to be created to make stardust, which means we can find an abundance of iron ore blocks in the Twilight Forest, and we can transmute those. So we have to figure out how to do transmutation. So I think the best course of action is we just need to make a few of these components and see if we can figure out how to make them work. That seems like the best way to go. So let's see here. Let's click on this. Transmute. So I guess we'll just make a lens and a prism lens, and we'll see. Maybe when we put this down, there'll be some kind of an interface we can interact with. We could place items in here. Like maybe this lens, maybe the prism. Well, hang on. You know what? Let's just check. Is there anything here about... See, I don't see anything about a prism. That's the problem. So attunement, and see, the other thing is I don't quite understand what the different categories really mean. Let's see. So in exploration, I don't see a prism. If I'm not mistaken, the way this book works is you have to do... Like, I had to build, you know, let's say not a celestial altar. Let's kind of back up because these are all connected. So, like, maybe I had to accomplish this to make these unlock or something like that. Impulsion? Okay. Active channeling. Attunement. Yeah, I don't know. Focus starlight and a crystal lens. Are these 2 different things? Yeah, see, this is a very basic. So I'm wondering if we build a lens, if maybe it'll give us access to understanding what a prism is. That might be it. So let's see here. Let's just go ahead. We're going to go for broke. Star metal ingot gets transmuted for making on a starlight crafting altar, which is going to be way up in the sky. So let's make sure that we've got everything we need so we can go up there. So I know I've got gold ingots, I've got aquamarine, I've got glass panes that we need to turn into glass lenses. 4 panes and an aquamarine is going to make a lens. Okay? 4 panes and an aquamarine for 1 lens, and yikes. So we need 3 aquamarine and 12 glass panes. So we're halfway there. For all you Bon Jovi fans out there, you are now singing the other part of that song. You know what you're living on. That's right. So we're going to, and this is kind of a slow going process right here. So while that's going on, let's see. What are we going to need? The luminous crafting table, which is right over there. Come on, you. It'd be cool if there was like a way to put a fan or maybe some kind of a tank of water that was cooling and it helped this stuff cool off quicker. Now, I know in real life you have, like say we were actually casting metal, and I think Magpie Tier works with us, so he could probably give a little bit more clarity. Like I've never actually done forging of things. I have worked in a machine shop cutting metals, and I know temperature can drastically affect the way you're cutting metal. But when you're forging stuff, when you're casting stuff into shapes, molten material, and you're casting it, you have to let it cool at a very specific rate. If you speed up or slow down the process, I think that's called tempering, although I'm not quite sure. And so, like, let's say you have molten metal. If you poured freezing cold water on molten metal, it would very rapidly cool off. And if I'm not mistaken, it would become brittle. Or it would become more brittle than if you let it cool off at a slower rate. Letting it cool off at a slower rate, I think the way it works is it allows molecules to arrange themselves properly. And so they become, there's a tighter bond, and so it becomes a stronger material. Look at me getting all scientific. But I mean, after all, We are messing with scientific stuff here, right? So let's see here. We're going to cut these to 3. I think that's right. And I don't have it with me. Stinky stinkerish. This is the problem I always run into, is not having these stupid tools around when I need them. They're not stupid. They're inanimate. It's old Piggy not paying attention to where he puts everything is what it is. Look at that. All right. We'll get this figured out eventually. Here's what's funny. I'm going to finally get storage options and everything sorted and figured out and finally set up and ready to go. And then we'll actually be done with the mod pack. That's the way it's going to go, right? Did it make all 3 of them? Nice. Okay, so we've got this and that and this. So I need a crystal. And it said the better the crystal, the better we're going to end up with. I need 2 logs and I need runed marble. Okay, so I know where I can get the wood. Do I have my chisel with me? I don't see it. Darn. And I can't remember. Is chisel something we could just quickly and easily make? Or do I have to... I can't even remember how we built it. I know normally in a regular mod pack, there's some marble. In a regular mod pack, the way you would make a chisel is it would just be like 2 sticks and a piece of iron. But in this mod pack, it might be a little bit different. So let's just kind of sort through here for a second. See if we can figure out where the... Chisel. Who's got the chisel? Let's do this. Crafting, no. Chisel, yes. And we'll filter for it. And you know what? I'm running around with a stinking backpack on my back. I wonder if this... I think this is the food backpack. Yep, okay. So it's okay to wear that. So where in the world... Right there. It's the last place we looked. So I've got a chisel, I've got some marble, we need to go grab some logs, and while it's still night, we need to run up there and see if we can get this thing built and figure out what's going on. Now the other part, the prism, that's going to take a bit more materials to make. So this might work out. I think that's good. You stay over there, Mr. Zombie. We don't really have a safe way to get to that. So hopefully there's no mobs wandering around over here. I know there have been a couple of times where I've run over here and there's skeletons, so you can see where creepers have attacked. Poor old Piggy. What did he do to deserve that? Nothing, I tell you. Okay, we're safe up here. If we fall off, we're not, but let's just make it a goal not to fall off, shall we? All right, cool. So we've got all this stuff set up. That is ready to go. So what we need to do is go back to star metal ingot, because I cannot for the life of me remember what this transmuting thing is. So a lens. Okay. Darn it, I didn't get the crystal. All right, well, let's go ahead and just what we do have available. Wait. This interface looks different. Is this going to work? No. Back up. That. I guess it'll work. I think as you go higher tiered tables, you're still allowed to use them. Okay, so we're going to go log, gold, log. So log, gold, log. And then it was 3 of those and a piece of aquamarine. Is that correct? Let's double check. Nope, that, and 2 aquamarine up there. And we're going to go through so much aquamarine, it's crazy. And then down here, what was it called? Runed marble. Okay, so we'll get our chisel. Let's go ahead and unfilter now. Nope. Escape, thank you very much. Okay, so 1, 2. Runed marble. It's not ruined. Not yet, anyway. We're about to make it into something that we'll never get back. So right here, we need one of these crystals. As Napoleon Dynamite said, don't forget to put in the crystals. Yeah, we'll see how many people get that one. So over here somewhere is where I've got all my crystals laying about. Squat. There we go. Nope. I knew it was going to happen. I'm going to get teleported right in there. So, size. It said the bigger the size and purity, the better off it is, right? So we've got a 294, a 266, and a 284. So purity is 43, 37, and 12. Ooh, yikes. So 43% pure and a fairly decent size. What do we got for purity here? 58, 72. See, what I don't know is the ratio of purity to size. Like, where does it start to get to a point? Oh, 54%, 43%. So see, that's smaller, but a higher purity. Let's go with that. That seems to be a better average. So maybe that will work out to our advantage. That's what I'm hoping anyway. We'll see. We'll see in a minute. Yep, I knew it was going to happen. Way to go, Piggy. Oh, man. See what I'm talking about? All that is, hey, you. Poor zombie villager. Oh, there's two of them. Uh-oh. Oh, yep. Just ruin the crops. There you go. Oh, if there's crops growing, we can't run the... Oh, yeah, we can run the farmland. Okay. Piggy runs everything. That's the way it goes. Jeez. All right, so let's do this. Instead of trying to figure out how we're going to... Actually, I can't. I was like, I'm going to just sleep, and then we won't have to worry. But that's not going to work. Because we need the night. Because the night helps us transmute things. Oh, nasty evil spider, but we've got our spider guard right there, so that's awesome. Love that. Yikes, are there just more and more mobs? That's not fair, I tell you. So we've got... I'm like really... You know what, let's just go for broke here. Oh, the sun's about to come up too. Uh-oh. Can he round the corner without falling? Oh, there we go. So we got to hurry up before the sun comes up. Squat. I guess if anything, we can find out if we're going to actually be able to... Uh-oh. It won't even let us craft it here. Is that right? Yeah, it's not even giving us the option to craft it. Stinker. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can figure this out. So star metal ore, a lens, has to be made on a starlight crafting altar. I don't get that. Why do we have different... Are you telling me that this won't let me craft stuff from that altar? That we have to have different altars and different structures set up and built? Because that's kind of stinkerish if that's the way that we have to do that. Like we have to have all these different structures going on. I thought it was tiered, whereas you went up in tiers, the stuff you had built in lower tiers would let you cry tiers. That's the way this is going to go. All right, let's see here. How do you make a starlight crafting altar? Yikes, with more stardust. How in the world did we do this beforehand? See, it's showing us there's only two ways to make this. Prism lens on a celestial altar. Is this a celestial altar? Yes, it is. All right, well, let's try to make a prism lens then. You got to be kidding me. Okay, there... Ender dust, lapis, rock crystal, black iron ingot on a Hellfire Forge. Are you telling me we have to make a Hellfire Forge to do this? See, this lets you take crushed quartz and infuse it and make it starlight dust. So how do we make one of these? Okay, that's frustrating. I hate it when you run into these things where it seems like a closed loop, and you have to keep researching until you can figure out where's that one little opening in the loop. So where did we see it? What was it we saw before? Let's, it was the dust? See, this is the only thing that's letting us make stardust without stardust. And I've got rock crystals, I've got lapis, I've got 2 pieces of ender dust. So is this what we have to... Oh, that's not really that difficult to make. 10 bronze, ooh, a block of copper, and 4 stone. Stage 1. Did we just not ever build one of these? And here's the other thing. As you progress in this game, recipes that worked in one age get changed and don't work anymore. So it's quite possible that we were able to make that before, but it was more expensive, and now it's not. So it looks like the only way we're going to get this dust stuff going, like once we can get a few items made, it looks like the crushed quartz, that kind of stuff, like there's going to be different ways to make this with just simple infusion, and then we'll be able to get as many star ingot things going as we need. But we have to figure out, like I said, that closed loop. We have to find that one little opening so that we can get into that closed loop. So, back up. The dust. The Hellfire Forge. That's what we're looking for. So 2 tin and 1 bronze. Porcelain. That won't work. 2 tin. I think we need copper. Yeah, copper, you see? Do we have bronze anywhere? Molten bronze, yes we do. We got molten bronze, how about you? And was it an ingot? I think it was. Let's do this. I can actually remember Hellfire Forge. An ingot, a bronze ingot. Okay, so we'll get our ingot cast. We've got molten bronze chosen. And do we have copper in here? Aluminum, brass, molten steel leaf. I can't remember if there was something that if we... Aluminum, silver, lead, iron. Ooh, I don't know if that shows up on screen or not. Stinker. I didn't ask you to show up. Iron. Yeah, copper. So let's do this. Let's put 1 piece of copper in. And let's see if it tries to... Look at that! We don't need to. We got some right here. A block of copper. Okay. So, which we're going to need 1 block of copper. Okay, here's where the mess becomes intrusive. You go there. You go there. We'll be back for you later. And then we need stone. I think we've got stone over here in this storage. Where did I put it? There we go. 1, 2. Is that right, or was it 4? 4. Okay. And I think we can just craft this. We don't have to... we don't have to like do any special things to make this. So let's see here. 10 ingots. Not like 10. I thought I grabbed 10. Or were they just blocks and we need to like turn them into ingots? That's weird. I have this distinct memory of seeing 10 and grabbing some. Maybe not. Oh, I moved it over here. That's what it was. And I started trying to build on the amount of copper we had. All right, fine. We'll just craft it here. How about that? Can you deal with that? No advancements. But this thing, this evil forge thing, we're going to stick it over here with all the other evil stuff. We can keep all this stuff isolated. Maybe it will be okay. So how do you work this? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Show recipes. A common Tartaric gem. A gem used to contain will? Like your last will and testament? Elemental affinity regent. Let's just kind of scroll through here. Nope, not messing with those. All right, so let's back up. It was stardust we're trying to transmutate. A Tartaric gem. Oh, great. There's something else we got to do before we can convert that. Okay. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I think you do is you put the 4 items you need, the gem in the center, and that should be your output. That's kind of my assumption of how I think this thing is supposed to work. So how do we do a tartar gem? It's like tartar sauce. Go catch some fish and cook them up, and then we can have tartar sauce. Tartaric gem. So, wait, oh. So we can use will to convert stuff, maybe? So we have to use like, what do you call them? There was like that soul snare thing we had built or something like that. What is this? Blood magic. That. Wow, it's been a while since we looked at this stinker. What good is any mage without a power? Yeah, get out of here. Okay, so Tartaric. I went out on one of my now daily. That makes no sense. My now daily nighttime adventures, in order to harvest some demonic will, when I began to realize one of the major problems with the collection method. My bag kept on getting full from all the samples. For some reason, perhaps because the ultimate source of will is different for each sample, the will would not compress into a more manageable form, at least the physical manifestation of the will. Thus, I went to work with the Hellfire Forge that was nestled in my corner of the house, pushing aside some of Tiberius's least unpleasant experiments and getting some raw materials for my own study. One of these days, I'm going to make Tiberius his own forge, since I'm tired of trying to get rid of all of the dust that coats my workplace from his arcane experiments. Blah blah blah. There's a bunch of mess. I don't need a story. Gold dampening agent, glass housing, managed to create Tartaric gem. This means a gem from the underworld of Tartarus. After further tests, I found out this gem would hold up to a will quality of 64 when I presented these findings to somebody, blah, blah, blah. Convenient for backpack, otherwise a mystery, blah, blah, blah. Focused, right click, 10% of the maximum, something. Would flow in other gems I have in my person. Think this is helpful, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, that doesn't help at all. But I think what we're going to have to do is a crystal? What? I don't even know what that is. So we have to... Yeah, I don't see myself getting another star anytime soon. Petty Tartaric gem needs... So see, this recipe is not changing. Neither is this one. But this is... And I bet this is what you would consider a catalyst. You have these materials, you catalyze it with this, and it turns into that. So gold redstone dust, blue dye powder, and glass with a demonic will And I got to remember, how do we... I think we have like a snare, right? A rudimentary snare. Throw at a monster and then kill them to obtain their demonic will. A bound axe. Okay. Corrosive, destructive, vengeful, and steadfast. Okay, so 4 pieces of tin, some ash, and string will give us 4 of those. The rabbit trail of rabbit trails is what this is. Oh my gosh. And sometimes what I like to do is go watch other people's videos after I've made videos, just to see, did they have the same troubles that I did? Or did they end up doing something completely different? Like, how did other people navigate through this this mod pack? So it looks like a stripped log will give us some ash. Wait, what are you? Oh, who knows? Sakura wood. We'll get. So either a stripped log or a regular log on the grill? Is that what that's saying? So let's find out. We'll run over here and grab some. Man. See, I was hoping we could get somewhere with this, but we have actually blown through almost a whole episode, and I really don't feel like we've progressed, per se. Maybe this is more of an experimental episode, where we're, like I said, we're trying to find our footing. We're trying to figure out where in that circle is there a break that we can make our way into to start making the materials we need to do stuff. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and cook you, and that's going to give us some ash. And while that's cooking, it's 4 pieces of tin and 4 string. Where did I put the tin? I left the tin way up at that area. So let's run over here. Oh, don't you freeze up on me. Every episode. It's become tradition. Tradition. Now here's the other thing. I could have swore that I had one of these snares laying around that I never used. Let's, not like a drum, but we will filter for it. Yep, there's 2 right there. I thought so. So, okay, cool. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and craft a few more snares, and let's see if we can capture some of these. Okay, so that gave us 6. Now, if I'm mistaken, we use these and we kill creatures, but we don't always get stuff from them. I think that's the way it works. It's been so long. It's been like, how many episodes? My gosh. Okay, you? I hear a trumpeter. Let's get up here where he can't quite hurt us. Okay, so he's got like stink bubbles coming off of him. And the other one doesn't. Uh-oh, now they're going to be difficult to kill. Wait a minute. He made his way over that. I thought that we had this thing safe-proof. I'm going to have to investigate that here in a second. Wait a minute, he didn't have stink bubbles anymore. Let's do this. There it goes. Ooh, he dropped all kinds of stuff. What can we get rid of? What can we get rid of? Okay, so I got a demonic will. Can't pick you up. Oh, there we go. This will make some room. And we'll do that, and that, and that. And let's investigate over here. Because like I said, I thought we had this thing safe. Ooh, we don't. We really do have a spot that can... What? Alright, let's just do that. There we go. Man, all that time that's been there, how is it that we didn't get attacked by mobs? Okay, so... to make one of these tartar sauce gems. We need redstone dust, glass, gold. Let's see. I gotta remember where in the world we put redstone dust. I know we had some. Oh, did you see that? That Enderman just kind of come flying through. Well, let's dump some of this junk right here. Okay, so piece of gold. Oh, we got redstone dust right there. Awesome. So all of you that have been screaming at old Piggy, yes, I should have heard you, but I didn't. So molten glass, we got enough for 1 block. Awesome. We'll need that. While that's going, let's see. How do we make this blue dye powder? There we go. We can grindstone a bunch of different blue flowers. Or was it lapis? I think so. Yes, we can grind up some lapis as well. Okay, so that. This will be cool. We might actually be able to pull this off. If we can do this. Nope, nope, nope. Where in the world did I put the lapis at? It's quite possible that we've got some sitting over in here. Nope, I don't see any there. Yeah, stinking thunderstorm, get out of here. I know I had some. There we go. Okay. So let's... I heard that. Okay, so we'll run over here. That's good that we managed... Man, how many did we go through? I had, what, 6 traps? So maybe what it looks like is you have to get one of those creatures almost dead and then hit them with a trap so that you don't waste it. And even then, it doesn't look like every single time you use a trap that you're going to possibly get something. A quality of 3.77. I don't know what the highest number is. Like, is the highest number 5 or 10? I don't know. But it looks like we're going to have all the materials to make this tartar sauce gem. And so at least we'll be able to figure out how does this forge thing work. So run over. Nope, don't you get hung up on stuff. Whoop. Okay, so... tartar sauce. And I don't know if this is shapeless or we must do it like this. So let's go and just do it like this. So redstone, gold. Gold. Redstone. And then it was glass and blue dye. And then that. That's not working. That. Ooh. Oh, maybe that. A petty tartar gem. Okay. Will quality at 0. What? Oh, look, that stayed. And it's got a will quality of 2.77. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to... Okay, so those all say will qualities of 0. A gem used to contain a little will quality, 64, contains raw will. That's the same recipe. So why didn't that work? Do I do this? Nope, that doesn't work. But it did extract from here. Common. No. Vengeful will. Okay, so there's different kinds of will. Raw will. That's demonic will. Corrosive, destructive, steadfast. So where are we getting this will from? It almost looks like you have to... Like we've made the gem, but now we have to fill it up somehow. I don't quite get that. That doesn't make sense. Let's see here. Do you tell us anything about Will? Will Rogers. Click here. Different will types. Corrosive engines. Raw will is composed of a mixture of all four and perhaps mixed with other as of yet undiscovered types. Not clear whether these types of will come from different sources. One such to wait. What? Okay, I have no idea what I'm trying to do here then. Because the thing reads like a story. It doesn't read like an instruction book. So I'm not quite certain what I'm supposed to be... We're supposed to be eating. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So let's back up and star dust. See, that's showing at 0. So it's basically saying we don't have to fill it up to make it work. So I got ender dust, lapis, a rock crystal, and a black iron ingot. That needs to be made in an alloy kiln from an iron ingot and crushed black quartz. Black quartz ore. We're starting to run out of minutes in the episode, but we might be able to do this if I have all the materials laying around. So let's go over here. I know where there is lapis. We've got that. Check. I don't know if... Let's just grab a crystal. I don't know if the quality of the crystal is going to affect this or not. Crystal lapis, ender dust. I got unender dust. And then the crushed black quartz ore. Crushed. Crushed coal. Crushed black quartz ore. Okay, that is filtering properly. So let's just kind of look through here for a second. I thought I had made some black dye powder. I thought we had made some and I just haven't used it. Like I put it away for safekeeping, for use at a later date. Not there. Not there. Not there. Starting to run out of options here, Peggy. What are you? Sooty marble. Oh, that might have been what we used it all on, was that sooty marble stuff. No. No. It's stinking stick. Get out of here. You bother me. And that, nope. That, nope. Okay, so the last place we can look... We'll be right over here. We might have to make a run to the beneath real quick just to get ourselves... Stinking black dye powder. Okay, so let's see how quickly can we find some black quartz ore and make it back. Because if we can get that crushed, we can at least put this all in that forge and find out if the gem has to be empowered. Or can we do this with just a completely blank gem? A blank gem would be great. I mean, that is what the recipe's showing. So let's see here. Where is some... Do we have any that we can see? I see some right there. We might be able to climb up to that. Oh, there's some right there. Okay, so let's see if we can get down here and give this guy a good smackerdoodle. Oh, you're going to be a stinking stinker because the beneath makes you super strong. Come on now. Ain't nobody got time for this. We got time for that, though. Oh, we almost got him. Uh-oh, he's almost got us. Run, piggy. Safety zone. Now, I don't know where in the world it was. Oh, it's over there. Okay, so we're going to regain our hearts. I should have brought a stinking bow and arrow. You know what I should do? Where'd it go? I put it away, didn't I? Oh, well. Let's at least do this. We'll have some semblance of armor on. Eat that food. Recover that health. Kill that skeleton. Get smacked. Oh, nice. There we go. Okay, so 2 stinking pieces. Oh my gosh, what is that? Hematite? I don't remember seeing that there. Wow, there's like a whole bunch of ore in here. Maybe this thing develops an ore veins for new types of ores that we find as well. So just keep going, Piggy. You almost got this. We might be able to cram this all in one episode. That'd be awesome. And there we go. I was going to say, if I'm not mistaken, those of y'all who do watch Sevtech have a tendency to like watching the episode, even if it's a bit lengthy. It seems to be. The length of the episode doesn't seem to affect the views very much, which is awesome. Okay, so we need to we will gently place, because we had to really fight for it. We will gently place this stuff in this this automatic grinder thing here. You gotta be kidding me! Only me would do such a thing. Do I need that? No, I don't think I need gunpowder. Wow. So raise your hand if you were yelling at Piggy, because his inventory was full. And like a fool, he just ran off and left the black quartz ore behind. It's as if I didn't even care about it. Poor black quartz ore gets no love. Now we gotta figure out where it was. Are you down there? Oop. Okay, there it is. I'm like, where did it go? Did it disappear? Oh, you stinker, get out of here. Okay, so I'm like trying to, in my mind, sit there going, maybe we could just reverse everything. It's like none of this happened. Yeah, this is the first time we ran up here. Look, guys, we got black quartz ore. Look what I found. Isn't it amazing? Okay, we're waiting. Hopefully it'll load a little bit quicker. That'd be great. Keep going. You got this. Come on. There you go. All right. So you know what would be a good idea? Let's take this black quartz ore over here to this grindstone. We're going to gently place it in there, as you have a strange sense of deja vu happening. Right there. There we go. That's the way it was supposed to play out. So, let's see. These 4 items and a will and testament. Oh, it already ground one up. Okay, well, I'm mouthing off. Crushed dye powder. There we go. So let's go and turn that off. No, Stardust. Okay. So let's see what happens. Cross your fingers. I will cross my hooves. And we'll see if this is going to work. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to make myself a bucket to catch all the tears. Because I'm not going to know what to do after this. I think we do have a bucket crafted. Okay, so we'll take that out of there. I have a feeling that we put that there. Black iron ingot. Stinker, I haven't made that yet. Okay, so crystal, lapis, and dust. Crystal, lapis, dust. So it's the ingot is made by putting in an alloy, the dust, and an iron ingot. Okay. We can still do this. Unless I don't have the kiln made. Are you an alloy kiln? I believe you are. Where is an iron ingot? No ingots in there. We'll just get the ingot cast. And put it in our offhand. that molten iron cast you aside if you don't do what I say. There we go. Wow, that cooled off way quicker than glass, I feel like. Okay, so we'll drop that in there and that in there. That will give us our ingot. So, raise your hand. How many of you think this is actually going to work? If you've seen this before, or you've seen other people do this, you know, spoilers, you already know the answer. Oh, don't run out of fuel. I think that's going to make... Oh, and we have another piece of charcoal here, so that should be okay. Come on, you. You got this. The sun's coming up. We have hope. Nice. Oh, wait, the sun's going down. Never mind. All hope is lost. Prepare the bucket, for tears are incoming. So let's do that. And nothing gets made. Maybe here? No, that doesn't do anything. Does this do anything? Great. So I've got this all set up and ready to go. See, it says will quality 0. And for some reason, it's not going to work. Okay, so more than likely, we have to figure out a way to fill this thing up with will. Contains raw will. It says it doesn't contain anything. Right-click you? That seemed to do something. Left-click doesn't do anything. Right-click that. Left-click that doesn't do anything. Okay. So it's on. It's all about the research now. I'm going to figure it out. Probably have to go watch one of Dadcraft's videos. See, that's the way he did it. Dadcraft got with the guy that made Sevtech and said, look, I want Piggy to watch all my videos. So you give me all the insider information. I'm going to make the videos, and then Piggy's going to follow behind and have to go watch everything. So he's going to get at least one more advertisement watched off of his videos. So I'm going to go see if I can figure out what in the world I'm doing wrong here so I can make this work. If you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. If it's your first time watching, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, no pressure at all. But, you know, if you subscribe and click that notification bell, then you'll be notified whenever new videos come out. I'm going to do my research, try and gather my wits, and see if we can get some more advancements going in next episode. And that's when I hope to see you, is in the next episode